Alrighty then, everybody. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Or maybe in this case it's Ass Attorney. Because we are once again grilling Larry Butts, who has made a dramatic entry into the courtroom with an alternate take on the events of the night that Hammond died. What was his name? What the? Holy shit, I completely misclicked and now I used the wrong evidence. Let's load a save there because that's freaking embarrassing, but I think I will leave that in the video because that was really funny. Oh my god. No, I see. While you are in a trial, you can't look at the character file, so I can't look up like the bios apparently, because there should be a button here to go to the characters. Q? But it isn't letting me do that. Alright then. What was Hammond something? I want to say Richard Hammond, but I could swear that's the scientist guy from Jurassic Park, so I think it's not Richard Hammond, it's something Hammond. I know both of them are Hammond. The guy who died is Hammond in this game, and the scientist, kindly old man dude in Jurassic Park is also Hammond. Spoilers for the book, he actually dies as well in that one. Anyway, yes, so Larry might just be what we need to defeat Von Karma and his infallible / crooked defense, as we are going to get in on his testimony. Let's review it. Honestly, I need to do a quick review, and we'll see what Phoenix says at the end of it. So, that night I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Oh man, that just keeps coming up, that plot point. It's really, really too bad. Okay, I don't see any contradictions all that quickly here. An empty lake at 11:50. Murder happened apparently at 12:15. This photo of Misty Faye. Gordy probably has nothing to do anymore now that we cracked the case of Gordy. That's very tragic, the way that went. I'm still sad. 2 gunshots just after midnight, but we do know that the gun was discharged 3 times, so this would be the 3rd shot of those 3. Or I guess the first one chronologically, but since we've identified the 2, this is the 3rd one in that sense. You'll get it. We still have the metal detector. Alright then. Oh yeah, this is from the older case, DL6. This is how Edgeworth the Elder died. I forget his name as well. It was... Oh no, I remember. It was Gregory Edgeworth. Was Miles Edgeworth's dad, who died in the elevator. Oh, I guess I should also mention in the recap, we found out that the guy who got off the hook for killing Gregory Edgeworth was I think he was like a security guard, or because he had a uniform on, or... He was some kind of worker in that building, that courtroom, called Yanni Yogi, and we have a lot of reason to suspect, well, I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff which seems to point to the wacky boat shop guy being Yanni Yogi, but we haven't gotten to that yet. Let's start with that grilling of butts already, like I promised. Let's fry them butts up. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Oh. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 o'clock when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night.
So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak.
And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? That was really funny, that opening bit. I know I didn't stop myself to laugh too much, but I was amused by the fact that they referenced Butts' shady little testimony here and Phoenix's exasperation at it. That was rather cute. So let's see. I mean, we know what the answer to this is. It's the float, the balloon, the Steel Samurai balloon. But let's, for posterity's sake, I could make a posterior pun here, but I can't work one out on a dime. Let's just carry on. We'll just talk about it here in court as well. Looking for something?
Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for?
Uh-oh.
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy.
That's, surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. I mean, it's true that the balloon is quite irrelevant to this case, yes. The Gordy part isn't super... Oh, I see what Phoenix is saying, cause the balloon that popped was what spurred the Gordy rumors. Okay, I get you, Phoenix. I was gonna say that he wasn't looking for Gordy, but yes, I see Phoenix's pun. He was looking for Gordy, in a way.
This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock.
Around what time was that?
Let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12 o'clock. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay?
People use watches these days, Larry. I mean, honestly, he has a clock shaped like the Thinker, so, you know. Wow, I thought I was second-guessing the game and they were gonna reference the Thinker statue there. No, okay, no, never mind. Huh, alright. Also, now that I look at his head tilted like that, his head kinda does look like a sundial. That big pointy bit of his hair. That's actually super funny, in an unintentional way. Anyway, you heard a bang around 12 o'clock. Yeah. That did not come up in the testimony, curious enough. Let's talk about this. Where did the sound come from?
Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked.
You looked over the lake, but didn't see a boat. Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not.
No, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. I need to really quickly review the times here. So there's a photo from 1150 where the lake is empty. Then, yeah, it's just this one. Then 12 o'clock, the first gunshot happens around that time, according to Larry's estimate. Okay. And at 12:15, this boat is out on the lake where the shooting is happening. So, if there was a boat when Larry saw it, it would have had to go there in 10 minutes, and it would have had to depart from somewhere other than where Larry docked at the boat dock, the boat rental place, since he would have seen it going out at that point. Aha, this is all a little fishy, but I don't know what to make of it yet. So you only heard one bang, correct?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Nick? Okay, here we got. Okay, well, I don't know off the top of my head what I should do. The fact that they at the end there questioned the fact that there was one gunshot heard kind of makes me want to throw down one of these clues, either the 2 sounds just after midnight or the gun that was fired 3 times. And then, of course... No, that's it, actually. That's the 2. But I'm a little scared if either of these will work. You know, it seems flimsy since he was unsure about the time himself, but I guess I'll start with this. Okay. That was a good choice, apparently. Good. Apparently I read the cues the game was giving me correctly. Yay. Oh, wait a sec, Larry!
What?
You only heard 1 bang? You're sure?
That's what I said!
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please!
Oh God, Larry. Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Kind of a twitchy eye on him. Oh, jeez.
Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure?
Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else.
Something else?
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts, you weren't listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
What's the deal with radios?
Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Let's keep going. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Bleh! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard, let's get in on that. So a new testimony, including his radio. Damn, I feel lucky with that evidence I threw down. I guess in hindsight it's so obvious, but sometimes I'm not sure if the internal logic is gonna match up, you know? Just one of those adventure game things, but there's just way more at stake than, okay, this item does nothing, you know. So, anyway.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it, too.
Ooh, perfect. That's gonna probably be... We're gonna be able to time the gunshot with that.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ? I'm sorry, I mean E-Honda myself.
An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. Unless there was, some snazzy background music, I guess, but let's see where this goes. Because I'm not helping Phoenix's case by saying that. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. I'm a little surprised they didn't have us, they took the player agency from that moment of Phoenix interrupting and pointing out that there would have been no music, That seems like one of those things they would have given us like a multiple choice answer thing to. So I'm a little surprised that we just got it there from Phoenix. I'm not saying like it's a terrible thing. It's kind of a curious choice. Maybe they just want to speed this up because there's so much to deal with anyway. Like, let's not muddy it up too much or something. I don't know. Let's just get to what Larry heard. Are we gonna press him on this statement? Hell yes we are. So you turned on the radio?
Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, You don't know what it's like out there, alone, on Christmas Eve. Alone!
I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, that was kind of what I expected. That was good stuff. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to?
This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know.
I don't know about that personally, since again, we could totally time the moment the gunshot happened by, looking up a recording of the show and everything. But gotta listen to the judge then.
Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night?
Also, I feel like it's just a judge being like, since they're now setting him up as being all old-fashioned, doesn't know how modern radio works, he's just like, I don't want to worry about these newfangled radio things. I'd prefer to listen to a phonogram. Anyway, I was listening to it real booming loud like. Real booming loud?
Yeah, And you had headphones on? Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all.
Yeah, he's sure. Let's grill on why he's sure. Can you prove that? Nah. No, of course you can't.
Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me,
In fact, because he remembers exactly what the DJ was saying, so let's go on that. What did she say? How do we know it was a she? Was that said before? Oh well. I guess it could be. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care! We should care, Your Honor! Of course we should!
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask,
Fine, very well.
Damn it, I was gonna say the whole time the call and the gunshot thing at this point. I was so sure they were gonna give that to me, but okay.
Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot."
That is important to the case. It's almost Christmas implies it's still Christmas Eve, not Christmas Day. I guess, because, you know, honestly, here in Finland, Christmas Eve already kind of counts as Christmas. For one, Santa Claus already brings the presents on Christmas Eve here in Finland, so, like, yeah. Christmas Day is more of a day of chillaxing and kind of... I don't know. But I feel like it's that's less of that. It's more somber here in this country. That's not the festival part. That's more like the kind of the remembrance and I don't know if necessarily religious, because you know a lot of people aren't practicing Christians here, but like there is more of a more mellow, somber side to. There's less festivity on Christmas Day. Well, I shouldn't say that either, because a lot of families will have like 2 events on Eve and Day, so they get to see the maximum amount of like families and friends on Christmas. Anyway, look, the point is, I assume we're talking about that's what this game's going for here, is that it's Christmas Eve. Are you sure?
Course I am! She had this real sexy voice.
Huh. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. You know, truth be told, I haven't found this testimony to be that terrible. It's a little scatterbrained at times, but like there's been so many cases so far in this game or so many testimonies where the witness like omits stuff and is like, oh, I just remembered, and, you know, stuff like that. You know, we just had Lotta Hart on the previous case, or the previous day of the trial. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay. Let's go back to that, and let's see if I can do one of these, like, gunshots. Okay. So there's no times for gunshots. Oh, well, here, it's just after midnight, so I guess I could slap that down, or alternatively this picture, which is taken at 12:15. I wonder which one the game wants. Or maybe both are fine. I'm not gonna be like, oh, the game doesn't want me to use the same clue twice. I'm gonna throw this down again. And it worked! Hoo-yah! I think, because the music cut out. That seems to be a tell-all. No. Larry! Are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes?
But that contradicts the 2 testimonies we've ever heard so far, Your Honor. Both Ms. Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The 2 prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
He's right, because it's the 3rd shot. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
Okay, now I think... Look at me, I'm like doing pretty okay today. I'm like actually being on top, being smart here. Now we throw down the pistol, which we know has been fired 3 times. Yeah. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times.
Here we go.
When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Order! I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. You waste our time again with your empty statements. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Do you have evidence that proves Mr. Butts wasn't just hearing things?
Do I? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, I do. Look at this. It's the second lake photo taken at 11:50. And we know the camera goes off from loud noises. That makes sense. Yeah, oh my god, that totally makes sense. Look at this. Oh, no, hold on. I've made this mistake twice now. Let's go back.
Look at this photograph!
This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh, yeah?
That's an odd line from the judge.
But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Oh, thank you, Judge. You're finally catching on here. Sometimes, it feels so belabored. Sometimes in this game when they're like, what does this mean? Well, let me explain painstakingly what it means. But I guess it's kind of par for the course, you know? And, of this kind of, story. And I do kind of like... It kind of lets you, kind of revel in your, problem solving, revel in getting the solution by having them stretch it out. It's kind of fun in a way. I'm not actually, entirely, negative against that aspect. It's fun. Although, you know what it does remind me of? I always bring this up, even though, my nephew calls me out that it wasn't nearly as bad as I described it, but I'm always charmed in Metal Gear Solid in the scene in the elevator with the stealth suit soldiers, how incredibly belabored Otacon and Snake are in working out that there's 4 stealth-suited soldiers on that elevator, because they just go wait a second, Snake, I had 4 stealth suits, and they went missing, and now you're saying that elevator seems to have gone over its maximum weight by 4 people. Well, if the suits are missing and that elevator is over by 4, and it's like, God damn it, we get it. The guys are on the fucking elevator. All right. I probably should have saved that story for my actual Metal Gear Solid Let's Play, but hey, that's for those people who aren't watching that one. Look forward. There's a little carrot for you guys to tune into the Metal Gear Solid Let's Play. There's going to be a really dumb elevator scene in that, involving that. Anyway, let's carry on. Yeah.